It's daily time. See if we can make something happen here this time around. We shall see. Summon the chinchilla when it sells. We don't know. We don't get to know what toy they have. Because if it's the one that shoots for 1 damage, the pig is very bad for that. Pig would be very bad for that. Cricket's usually decent. I think I would take this. They have no toy. If they had it, it would show it. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if it would do that or not, to be fair. The disgruntled monks. Disgruntled monks. The one monk that has like the really good hairline but doesn't have to shave for some reason. I don't know who makes the rules about that, but gets the walnut. Blocks 2 damage once. Bit of a temptation to throw a cricket in front of there almost, but the second cricket spawn isn't actually gonna do enough. Mosquito could maybe be really lucky and hit it, but that's something of interest. I mean, ant is always a nice one. If I do that, then I probably would rather do something like this. This hits, does the 1 damage. Well, I guess in that sense, then you do this to do the other 1 damage. Because block 2 usually means it'll do 1, right? It's not like a melon block, right? It's like a Gallic. No, this is take less damage. Oh, so that is a straight up block. Okay, wait, never mind. Hold on then. So it blocks the 1 damage. Yeah, mosquito can kill a bluebird. That'd be good value too. I guess there's 3 good hits. Bluebirds or the beetle to block, like to undo the block damage would both be good. If that's the case, I guess I would rather this then. Well, no, because if it doesn't, and then this hits, does no damage, then this does its both attacks and it still doesn't kill because it doesn't do 3. So I think you still rather cricket in front. It's kind of awkward. I guess you could mosquito in front and then like that way you have the same thing. Although no. This is the way. This is the way. Because then the second cricket does 1 damage and then the ant hits and that makes it so that it does the 2 remaining pieces of damage. Okay. And then the rest of you seems right. Here we go. What's it gonna be? We snipe a bird. We hit. That's how we drew it up. That's how we drew it up. Look at that. Look at that. Well. Okay. Pause for a moment here. We know that a level 2 worm can be good, for sure. Worm can be good for sure. We're facing, there's no way for us to know what the opponents are going to have. So that is something to consider. We can snipe a bird again. I guess I do want this because of the level potential. I am thinking about selling the beaver and bringing in the worm. Because we can pill... That's fine. We can pill the ant later. So there would be some down the line volume. Kangaroo is generally going to be good against a cricket here, but we did not get a level opportunity, which is what I was really hoping for. That's mostly what I was hoping for. Instead, I'm going to undo that to roll, and I was really hoping to see another worm. Is this the order I want? 3 damage, 2 damage to the back means this stays alive. 2 damage to the back would also mean this stays alive. So either of that's probably fine. This does a hit. The 1/1 does not kill. So that's a little awkward. Perhaps you go here. This kill, 2 damage to the ant. Ant trades. Because if you have that here, it's bad. You could do cricket or pigeon in this spot so that the hoopoe does not kill either of them. Because, okay, trade in the front, 2 damage to this trades with this. Spawns a 1/1, 1 damage there. Then you want 4 damage from the bird then, so that it trades, and then this should finish off the rest. Yep. And if we get a bird snipe, it's even better. Hell yeah. I think that's a guarantee now. Just how we drew it up. Just how we drew it up. Even if they had the bird, we would have been alive. Okay. Level. Taking the early level. Now, rabbit makes a lot of sense if we're doing the worm stuff. And the pigeon stuff. That seems like that makes a lot of sense. That seems like that makes a lot of sense. And I'm going to feed the worm. Now, I don't know if I really want a 2-cost apple, but there's not much else to roll for right now. So before I even look, I don't even want to look at this yet. Okay. Now I will look. Now I will look. So, you're going to have a big guy up front that eggs. We don't have anything that will be able to instantly trade with this. However, if we go like this... Oh, has this already happened? Or is the hatchling chick about to do this? Because that changes all of the math. I kind of hope it's already happened, because otherwise I don't think we can beat this team no matter what. And 8, 9, I don't think we can beat that, because they have like 4 6s and 3 3s back here. I'm gonna assume it already gave the stats, because a normal 1/1 chinchilla would be a 2/3, so then it becomes a 5/6. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's the case. So, that being said, boom, trade, spawn the 1/1. Okay, it does a hit. Then have the rabbit trade with the hatchling chick, probably. Yes. Then the ant. Or, sorry, yeah, I don't think we win anyway, actually. The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm like, I don't think we can win. We can get +1, +2 on somebody, and that could maybe be the difference maker then, by buying the apple. So, okay, boom, trade, this random stack goes somewhere, let's act like it doesn't exist. Then, the 1/1 hits, 1/2 hits, they're both dead. 3/6, 4/6, trade, 3/2, boom. So, if we made the mosquito a 4/4, it would kill trade. If we made the worm a 4/8, it would still trade with this. You could do this and then have 1 hit, 2nd hit kills, 4 health. It's still a trade. I would rather give the stats to the worm because we're planning to keep it. Alright, let's hope I mathed it right. Obviously there is ant and mosquito luck that could favor us. There's no luck that can go worse for us. There's only luck that can go good for us. But it did not. It was how we drew it up. Okay. Garlic, probably worth considering. We really want this worm level. Garlic would be really good though. I'm gonna skip the apple this turn. This is bad. Oh my god. I guess I'm taking a salad? That's crazy bad rolls though. Alright, 1 hit was good I guess, but Jesus. Okay. Deal 5 damage to the lowest health enemy. Okay, so it's going to kill the mosquito. So let's just put it back there, imagine it's dead. It will shoot for 1. If it shoots the microbe, I don't really want to try to math that, if I'm honest with you. I don't really want to try to math that. Friend lost perks, give it garlic. Wait, that's gonna work on this, right? Right? It's gonna gain a walnut, lose a walnut, or lose the... I don't know if it's gonna have the walnut, like it gaining the walnut, meaning it's losing the egg, meaning it lost a perk, so it gets a garlic and doesn't get the walnut, or if it gets the walnut and then gets to do that and then gets the garlic after. I don't know. I don't know, but... I guess I'm gonna assume after the walnut, because that's worse, probably. It's also going to become a 8-4. Yeah, I think not getting level 2 worm or a garlic there is probably meaning we're losing here. And also just no levels on anything either. That was really bad turn. Walks 2 damage once, I guess this. And then it's gonna have garlic. Really, it's just, do I want this or this? I don't think there's a world where it makes sense to worm. Yeah, this worm doesn't do anything. So this trades with the walnut. And then these wouldn't trade because it would have a garlic. You do 1 damage, then you do... I guess you do this one, maybe? Alright. Okay. Oh my god, it shot the micro. Well, you know what? We'll take it. Wow, okay, that's a W for the mosquito. Okay, that's big. That is big. I think we kind of have to take the penguin anyway, even though we still want a mosquito thing going on, but I think if we want a chance, we take this first. We get the level next turn. Now, you don't do your thing yet. You don't do anything. I guess it could do the things behind, right? Like this spawns a thing with the rice and it removes. So I think that is gonna spawn a thing. Okay. Okay. Ant can trade with the hoopoe. Hoopoe then does 2 damage to this, 2 damage to this. They both live. But is that what we want? Is that what we want? This is a 2/5. I guess if you do this, it then is fine because this will become like a 4/4, you know, kind of. So then it would trade with this because it summons the 1/1. Then you have the 3/4 against the 4/3, and then we hope the rest works basically. We hope the worm can do enough from there. Okay. Wait. Play that back? I can't see it. How do I play it back again? I must have missed... Oh wait, it's about this being the highest tier thing, isn't it? Or no, wait. Did you change? What do you... Hold on. What do you do? Oh, it gains the attack anyway. Okay. For some reason, I missed that, I guess. Alright, well... Probably need to take the monkey. Before attack, make a random enemy weak. They have deal health. When this dies, it deals 5 damage to the lowest enemy. Sure. Or I think I want to sell. Oh no, when it dies, start of battle. Right. Well, that doesn't. Again, that doesn't really. Cow, obviously good with the, like the whole cat, not the cat, the rabbit, but I think I'm basically looking at one of these two to sell right now. Obviously, the cricket is a level 2, so it would get buffed by the penguin. The ant has a potential to level and then be pilled. So there's that. How do we feel about this team right now? If we assumed that the worm becomes a 7/14 with garlic, not quite enough to kill the chameleon, so I would probably put something like this in front to trade. Yeah, and then worm, and then pray that it doesn't get weakness, because it could 2-shot the bat and then kill this, and then we probably lose because we would have to buff stuff, I guess. So okay. Oh man, this ant. I think we have to sell the ant first instead. Okay. Yeah, okay. 2 good hits. So, am I still looking to do this? No. You have to do... Oh, you have to do this, because otherwise that happens. That's true. I forgot about that part, huh? That would have been bad. Let me think about that. So these are going to... Oh, this is start of turn. Okay, so this is going to become an 8/17. 8/17. So 1 shot. It'll have enough health to then 8/17 becomes 8/16. So then it trades with that. Then 5/7. That math doesn't really work out great because this would trade, I guess, which we don't really want. Is there a way to then instead do this? No, because, well, I mean, you could trade these two for this, I guess. And then this trades with that, spawns a 2/2, then you have a 2/2 and a 2/3, and we lose. Is there a way for us to win somehow? Is there a way for us to win somehow? I'm not looking like it. It's not looking great. If I change the order to this, does that change? A 6/7 trades. Then this still will basically just trade, and you're pretty much in the same spot. Instead, this kills these two. Then this trades for this. No, this doesn't trade for that. Nothing can trade for this. Can trade for that. Then it spawns a 2/2 and a 4/5, which is not enough to trade with the stingray. Yeah, everything having just quite not, you know, if 6 health on the rabbit or something to then do 2 hits against this. But I think we can't win. Also, we're gonna get weakness too, so I really don't think any of it matters, even with the snipes. Even with the snipes. And we got lucky with the weakness too. Even with the weakness, too. Yeah, a little freaking late, man. A little freaking late. I guess this can... No, I guess this can trade with the thing in the... No, but we want this to get buffed, so... Then it does not quite kill that. It should kill this and then be able to hit this, though. And then I don't think it matters too much after that. A little bit late there on your level, Worm. That is how we were drawing it up, but we're at 1 health. We're at 1 health and at round 9. Again, I don't really want to keep this cricket. There's that. Give me something great. It's a good one. It's a good one. The problem is you are statted up quite a bit already. However, if there's an opportunity to sell, it probably would be right now. Because then we roll and roll. $10 damage to the first enemy, huh? So, unless I put the worm up front, is dying. Whatever is there. So, I'm thinking leopard makes a good sense. Although, I guess you could say... Yeah, you know what? It's probably fine enough to say, like, kill the penguin or something. I know that means, like, the stats on it don't end up being as good, but it's unfortunate because, you know, if this gets +2/+2, then it can trade with the bug. Actually, I guess it couldn't because it's getting a little bit there, but this dies. It's only shooting once. Also, oh wait. I don't know how this... Both of these are dying, I guess? I guess if I wanted to guarantee that that is the thing that gets sniped, we do this here first. Most friendly pet means that it would give it to the worm here, right? I think, unless it counts itself, but... This makes sense because then it gets sniped. This will snipe one of these, hopefully the penguin. This comes out, kills the bug in 1 hit. Then kills that, and then we're just hoping. I don't think there's... Is there a way for me to orts? Okay, alright, I guess I should math it. Okay. Shoots one of these. That's the part we can't know. Let's pray that it shoots the penguin, okay? Then this shoots this to kill. This kill, it will be 16, so we'll take 14, so we'll be at okay, sure. Yeah, then I think that we live this, then we kill this. So then we have these 2 left with these 2 left. I think that means we lose either way, fellas. I think it's over. It is actually, no matter what, I think it's over. Yeah, it's over. We're dead. We can't do anything. The melon ruins us no matter what. And the rabbit is 1 health short of being able to live a hit from the 7 attack and then follow through. Never mind. Never mind, it worked. Never mind, it worked out better than fine, apparently. Nice. Okay. So... You have some guy. You're summoning. Oh boy. You're summoning? Alright, who wants to do the math? Who wants to do the math? Summoning. Does this gain the stats before? Okay, it's summoning a 4/4. It does the math for us, thank God. Okay. Blocks 7 damage twice. This could go anywhere, so that's hard to predict. That is hard to predict. Not really anything of note in those rolls, sadly enough. I mean, you could seal, I guess, instead of penguin. Wouldn't it be the craziest idea? Hello. Hello, chatter. Kind of feeling like we lose again no matter what. Trying to see a world where I guess you could... It's blocking 7 attack twice, huh? This will have exactly 11 health, so it will die. That's not great. Not great. If I do this, I believe these just... means I would be a 17 attack, so I'd be doing 10 twice. So we would kill this in 2 hits, and I would be alive. And then we killed that, and then this... Okay, wait, this actually, I think, works. Never mind. I have faith again. Never mind, I have faith again. I think I mathed that. Oh, and we got the snipe, even better. The snipe on the armor, that is. Snipe on the armor, that is. Okay, okay. Garlic. Garlic. Something to be said for doing this. Something to be said for doing that. That seems pretty valuable. Okay. I don't... Do I want to do another garlic here? Wait, what do we have going on? Uh-oh. Perks are 2 times stronger? Okay, well... And then this is shooting for 10 damage? Okay. This takes the damage hit and lives. Then it does the melon suicide, so that's fine. Then this kills this and this. And this? Maybe? I might have that part wrong. Then this trades with melon and dies. This... Uh-oh, we're in trouble. The leopard shot kind of means everything here, I think. The leopard shot kind of means everything here, I think. I think I was actually supposed to put that on the monkey. For some reason, initially I thought 11 plus 2 is 13, so I'll live, but that's not what that means. That means I'll die. So I guess that means you'd have to do this. That doesn't even work though either, right? Because... yeah, no, that didn't work. I think I needed to garlic the monkey, because we're thinking this trades with melon, does a hit. Or no, doesn't trade with melon, does a hit. Takes the shot, trades the melon, and dies. Then this guy comes in. Kills, it's at 20. Kills, it's at 9. Kills, it's dead. Monkey, trade melon. This, not enough. This, not enough. So the snipe would have to... You know what could... Actually, that wouldn't do it either, right? I was thinking if the 6 snipes one of these, would that be valuable? Not really, because I mean it would. It just means that this would be getting rid of the armor, I guess is what we would be thinking, because like 1, 2, one of these 2, and then dies to the armor while getting rid of the armor. So then we would want this to do 13, this to do the 10, and then this to have 7 left to trade with the Tyrannosaur. I guess that's what we're going with. That's all we got. That's all we got. Where's the snipe go? Okay! Never mind, we still had enough health to live through their hit when they had melon. I thought we would die by then. Never mind. Never mind, that was great. Aw, damn, didn't get the hit there, but... Mushroom does nothing for us. And bread... Well, what do they... Oh. Deal damage. Attack damage back to whoever knocked it out. Uh-oh. You're gonna be a 21-29 with a melon. And you are going to be giving the thing a chili pepper. And this snipes for 7. Sniping the melon armor or the lemon armor is probably what we need. If we can, okay, this can technically not trade with this guy, but it can get rid of the 2 lemon hits. I don't know if that's good. Probably not. This passes back 1 chili pepper. Well, we don't have any one-time things really, but deal damage ready to knock this out. We don't really want the worm to get knocked out by this ability. Problem is the worm also just loses the 1v1 here. Is there a world where we would do this first? These would trade, which doesn't seem particularly great. Doesn't seem great. Gain 7 health until the next turn. I might do that, but it really matters if it matters. Because it's a perk, and I don't think we want that necessarily. I mean, I guess it could be like a, you know, we lose if we don't, but there's a lot to consider. I almost wish we didn't have the snipe, because it's so much, well, wherever this goes can change a lot of what happens. If it goes, I guess I don't care if it goes here necessarily, but if it goes to here, 1 turn of melon armor, still doesn't really help with this. This gets rid of 1 turn of it, then it does 9, then this does 9 in trades. If it doesn't though, then it's armor, armor, we're doing 2 damage, 2 damage. So they're at 14, then this comes in and doesn't even kill. So that's not great. If it snipes it though, then this is good. If we do it like this, hit, hit, worm comes in, 1 shots, but we're at, we take 18 damage, so we're at 11. Then this trades with this, so its ability like shoots itself, I guess. And then the 5 damage from that goes to here, which is really 3 damage, which means it's a 15-11, which would not trade well with this, but if we had this take the 5 damage, then this gets rid of the armor, but then it's a 21-29. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Perhaps give this the bread. So now it's a 11-19, which still doesn't work against the 21. Yeah, it's not great. Not great. Man, leveled leopard would have been crazy, huh? I guess this is getting +2 stats, but I don't know if that matters so much. Is there a world where that matters somehow? With this? Are we cooked or just French fried? Great question. I don't know. This, even with +2, won't kill because 7, so that feels like that's bad. What happens if we go here? We're at 23-31. We basically just trade with this guy. And then this has chili pepper. And then we don't one-shot it because nothing has that much attack, so you would have to, like... Oof, it would be really bad, actually. You'd have to... Because this doesn't kill in 2 shit... I guess this would kill in 2 hits, right? Because 9 and 9 is 18. So I guess you could do that, but that means that this takes 6 damage because that's how that works. If you did this, it takes 10, which then leaves it with 1 health to trade with the melon. And then you pray that something like this works. I guess that's what we're doing. I'm pretty sure we just lose no matter what. If we snipe the melon armor, we didn't, so it doesn't change anything. Yeah. It had to snipe the melon armor for us to have a chance. Well, the daily is still not doable. That seemed like funny. It's weird because, in a sense, the first run I did of the weekly was the best one I've done, I think, because I got to round 13 or something. Which I don't even remember what that team looked like. Kind of wish I did. I know I can go back and find it, but this team felt like it had the legs with the rabbit and the worm. Granted, it took probably a little too long for the worm to get leveled to level 2. And then maybe you could argue at the end, instead of Sushin rolling for trying to get leopard snipes, because turns out those, like, you know, that being level 2 means there's a greater chance of hitting a melon or a lemon armor or something like that, right? Which, definitely mattered. Definitely mattered. It is what it is, though. In good animal-related news, the bandicoots... Bandicoot, you know, Crash Bandicoot, but like the real version. They're nocturnal creatures. They were once declared extinct in Australia, but apparently... They're making it back from the brink, potentially, and making strides in real life. In the wild, I mean. In real life. In the wild. In Australia. So, that's good news. So there you go. There's your positive news to go after this not-so-positive run. But hey, look at those weekly runs right below them, right? That's pretty neat. Anyway. The daily evades me 1 week more.